This is called a Palestinian Tale. Our minds can be used as palettes and words as the paint, so bring out your brush and take from my pain a tale too familiar to disdain, a tale too hard to explain. It all started when I was 7. My life froze and fast-forwarded because my childhood was taken from me. All in a moment as my happy family of 5 sat down for dinner. They barged in and courted my home. They took away my future. My 2 sisters were held at gunpoint and stripped of their dignity. Now, a happy family of 3. My father left. He had to join the freedom fighters, a family of 2. So now, since the soldiers crashed my house, we cook for 10. So now we do their laundry, and for all I know, this could be the same soldier who killed Ali. Ali was my older brother. He was 15 years old, shot dead, point-blank range. A gun cocked, a gun shot. I lay with him lifeless. We were only playing catch. His blood stains pains on my shoulder. Oh, I didn't have my safety on, as he smiled. My brother on his knees, falling face first into the dirt. The ball just rolled past him. I was only 7. They call it the Holy Land, but it is blood-filled. They call it their homeland. They say it was meant to be theirs. They say it was their right. Simply my mother and I, she is my strength, my source of composure. But as she cries, it pains me to remain silent. Olive trees uprooted and houses quartered, Palestine shall find its days of freedom and peace. As for my mother, it must have been the mess, the distress, the loneliness, the emptiness that broke her down. She didn't take her own life, but it just stopped from the pain, misery, and lifelessness. Alone, I had no home. Refugee camps overpopulated. I was found by a sponsor who cared for my life, who showed me the light, gave me a reason to live, and provided me with a new path on my destiny. But this is where I found they own our damn media. America receives a crooked story. How about I walk into a village and open fire upon a bunch of long sideburn punks? Would they hear it in America then? Of course they would. Is that what it takes to be put in the media? Israeli soldiers, I want to destroy them for what they did to my family, for what they did to Ali, for what they did to my land. The Zionist media, I want to see it fall. For what they're doing to the American people, for not portraying what is really happening, for not depicting what is true. For Palestine, for me, but better yet, for freedom. Please end the oppression. But yet, I am too young to understand what really goes on. All I know is that when I was 7, they destroyed my family. All I know is that when I was 7, they occupied my house, and oppression took over our land. All I know is that when I was 7, my brother was murdered. All I know is that when I was 7, my father left us and told me to be strong. All I know is that when I was 7, I saw my sisters disrespected and unfaithfully touched. All I know is that when I was 7, they ruined my life. And that is when my life flashed before me and said, "You are a special child, spread what you know, because you are a living example of Palestine's struggle." Now, I've promised myself to live for my family, my once happy family of 6, because all I know is that when I was 7, there was a time when things were normal. I live, I speak, I dream to find that day. May God help us all. Amen.